Oh,
Or
Jenny Faye is like the token one.
we can also do Kenrith Gates because I think that he's gotten significantly more popular.
Want me to pull out my list?
I mean, yeah, like, or we could just. I mean, we're Lance players. Do we even need to look at a list really?
No, actually no.
I could
So
do
yeah,
it right
okay,
off.
let's do that.
Yeah, I can
Uh,
easily do. And I used to play Thrasios as a commander, so like I know all the like untap, like making things cost less kind of. So what are we calling it?
um,
Hey, Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson. Okay.
No, is that no? That's not Tool Time,
No,
right?
no. You know the what was it? No.
Is that Tool Time?
No. Yeah, it's Tool Time. The guy behind the fence.
Yeah, but what's his name? Is it Mr. Wilson?
No.
What was his name? He never showed the bottom half of his face.
Oh, it is Wilson. It's Wilson W. Wilson Jr.
Wait, so it is Hey, Mr. Wilson, right? Is it Hey,
Yeah.
Mr. Wilson?
Apparently, Tool Time, Mr. Wilson. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah. He
Kenrith.
was Wilson W. Wilson Jr. That was
Yes.
his.
It's such a stupid name. I gotta name a D&D character that.
Well, like that's like when I played Jeremy Peter James was Jeremy's real name.
Yes.
He had three first names.
How many Kenrith decks have we made, Derek?
Oh
Dude,
well,
if Golos didn't get banned too, like now all the Golos decks have to be Kenrith decks too. Like it's crazy.
if this deck could be a Golos deck, oh, it'd be nuts.
All right, let's do the gates first, right? So let's just get
Just type in gate. Just type in gate, and they'll all come up.
okay. All right, so yeah,
We
it'll
need
be
that one.
so we need that
Boulders
one.
Gate.
We need that one.
Not that Ballista Gate. Not that one.
You
That's
don't
not.
like this one?
It's like target creature gets X in a turn, where X is the
But
number of
but
gates you control.
don't you just play them because you just want to
Oh yeah, well,
mass?
actually, no, we do need that one. Oh, you know what? That came from the commander for the pre-con commander decks. I don't
Yeah,
have that one.
yeah.
I need to get that one.
Don't you just play? There's 20 of them now.
So yeah, I need to get that one. What's that
There
one called?
there's
Basilisk
20.
Gate.
Yeah, Basilisk Gate. Yeah, it's there's 20 of them now, Derek. There was
Oh,
11 original, well 10 original, one from Ravnik the when we went back to Ravnica, and then there was 9 new ones. There was 5 of monocolored and then 4 like new ones. Oh, we definitely play this, right? The Gatekeeper. Uh yeah, there's 10 gates total. Here's one of them, Gateway Plaza. This is the Ravnica one. The generic one. And then there's that, and here's Heapgate. That's the one that makes treasure.
that's you just hit irrigated
Miss.
farmland. That's
Oh,
not a
did I?
guild gate.
Oop, I didn't mean to. That's one. That's
It's
Mystic
because it
Gate.
has irrigated.
See,
Um,
this can technically tutor a gate.
I run it. It puts into your hand.
Yeah.
It matters.
So Orzhov, Rakdos, Seagate. See, these are all the monocolored ones that become dual colored ones. Are you playing this Restoration?
Sorry, which one?
Seagate Restoration?
I actually didn't have it in there.
Well, I mean,
Land
lands are
spots
tight.
are actually really
Yeah,
tight.
yeah. No, I agree. So that
Simic.
we're probably missing some. We're definitely missing some. That's only 19. We're missing one.
Oh, there's one. It's not called. It's not technically a gate. It's
Plaza is it Plaza Harmony? No.
Yeah, that's one of them. And it's let me look it up. Also, you need Mace's End. Don't forget, very important.
Right. I also maybe just missed one.
Yeah, it's Gateway Plaza.
Wait,
Because
did I?
it's not.
Oh, did I not get Golgari? There we go.
Oh, okay. You got Gateway Plaza, and I
Yeah.
do play the other one that when it ETBs you gain life. Plaza of Harmony. Just because it adds any color mana that your gate could produce. So if you have multiple gates,
It's not a gate though, right?
no, it itself is not a gate.
And then Okay, so then we need mazes. Mazes and Field of the Dead. And then World Tree. No, not that. Okay, so are you running? How are you doing this in like the? Like, are you just playing like mostly basics?
Actually, no. I think I only run 4 basics. The rest of the lands, I think, were also running Exotic Orchard.
So you're not playing like any land ramp or anything like that. It's just like a one
No,
land per
I'm playing
turn.
land ramp. A lot of them, but a lot of them put gates into play.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So, say it again. What did you?
So it's so I'm still playing Exotic Orchard because it's still
Your
in a 5 deck. It usually hits pretty well.
your mic's coming in and out.
Oh, sorry.
Command tower. Are you playing Yavi Mayan or Borg or no?
No, honestly, because it's actually not hard to get a lot of color mana. I think the other thing I ran at that point was what else did I run?
Are you playing like Chromatic Orrery or anything like that?
Nah, because it doesn't go off as much as you think it does. Um, I'm playing a bunch of Triumphs because a lot of time I'm actually using them to cycle. Um,
Are you playing Amulet?
yeah, I'm like Amulet Vigor. So Amulet Vigor, I'm running Wilderness Reclamation.
Are you playing the Turtle?
No, because that affects your opponents too. And if I don't have a way to make him go where I need to, people get to have stuff enter on tap
Seaborn
too.
Muse?
With Seaborn Muse.
And Sphinx of the Second Son, or?
I didn't have him because I was running Jace in that spot. Jace,
Teferi? Yeah,
Teferi.
I just think Sphinx is a lot better.
Just Teferi has a little bit more overall utility than Sphinx. Sphinx untaps everything, which is really nice. Because especially if you have Kenrith or Seaborn or something in play. Well, Kenrith in play, getting the untap is hella nice.
Also draws.
Yeah. So some of the utility cards we're running Gates Ablaze. I'm not running every gate card because there are some that like don't really do well
What about
for the deck.
enchantment? What about the enchantment that's like when gates enter, or?
Yeah, that was gonna get to that one. So what was that one called? It's I gotta look it up. Nope, not that one. Yeah, maybe I should run Seagate Resto just for the name. It'd be enchantments. Guild Summit. That's what it's called.
Guilds. Are you playing that?
Yeah, so it's enters the battlefield. You may tap a number of untapped gates you control. Draw cards for each gate. Tap this away. Whenever a gate enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card.
Navigation.
Seems good.
Navigation.
Yeah, I'm playing Navigation Orb. I'm also playing Rhystic Study because I just had an extra one to throw in the deck.
Okay.
And Tatiova.
And the Dream mana doubler is Nyx Bloom Ancient.
Yeah, sure. I don't have that for the deck, but maybe I should pick it up because with the Boulder's Gate, oh my god, you make so much mana.
Yes.
He's actually he's not too bad right now.
Tatiova. Yes. ASC. Tyrant. Gar Street. I guess it's about. Do you play like Dryad? Like, do you play extra land drops or no?
I think the one I play is that one and
you play Dryad.
What's her face?
Do they play the Elysian Grove because it fixes your?
You could. I was running oh no Azusa, just because you want.
Oh well, Zeus is the best one. So
on the other side of things, what I was doing a lot of actually was so usually we don't like the the cards that draw cards put a land in the play effects. But the reason why I do like it in this style deck is that you could get multiple land drops in instant speed kind of off your turn at times, and also because your main combo piece or win piece goes back into your hand, so you want to be able to continuously replay it, activate it, and put
Well,
it back
yeah,
into
I
play.
mean, yeah, there's like a million things that can
So,
give extra land drops.
so I was running a bunch of those. I think I was running all of them, like Explore, the Growth
You mean
Spasm, and Eureka Moment. I was
why,
running all.
why not just play the constant ones?
Because I also like to be reactive with my mana at times. Like,
Mhm.
what sometimes I want to keep Kenrith open, and sometimes like I'll have to like it actually plays very interactively a lot of times. So
Well, but yeah,
sometimes tap.
wouldn't constant like
Well, because the thing is, you have to commit playing it, and then you have to put, and then you get the land, so you don't really go as. If you could flash them in, then it'd be cool. But it also getting to do it off your turn could throw off other people. I mean, they're still good. And Dryad probably is really good because it helps with colors. But we can maybe potentially cut them because like that's just kind of what I had around. But I think I even ran Explore.
what'd you say?
I was even running like Explore.
I got explore.
Um, Crackling Perimeter is actually another funny way to win if you have like say your somehow your Mace's End gets dealt with. Crackling Perimeter with an untap all your things could actually kill people when you have like 10 gates. Tap, everybody takes 10.
Yeah, that sounds annoying.
Um,
Roiling regrowth. That's the auto win. No, not roiling regrowth. Reshape the earth.
oh yes, Reshape I was definitely running. Explore the Underdark is one of the new ones that I like.
Uvenwald Hydra.
Uh, Explore the Underdark is oh yeah, Uvenwald Hydra.
Yeah, I got explore. Hour of Promise.
Oh, I was still running Scape Shift too.
Nylea's Intervention.
Because sometimes I'll just sack out like the lands that aren't gates,
Yep.
and very rarely do I like sack a gate. Oh yeah, Nylea's Intervention is oh poopy stinky. Circuitous Route. It's a CIRC. UIT.
Yeah, that's the one that gets the gates, yeah.
Oh, Renin 7. I'm playing. Still running Sylvan Scrying.
Well, that could just be a demonic tutor. It's just
Sylvan Scrying is way cheaper.
I know, but
But you're right.
this isn't the no holds barred here.
Then
Wow.
I still like exploration map. Is that what it is? Exploration?
What, the one that just gives you an extra land?
No, the one that tutors for a land. Or is it
Expedition map?
Expedition map? That's what it was.
And again, that could just be a tutor, but it's fine.
Still running Biomancer's Familiar.
Okay, Biomancers. Did you want training around too?
We could. I was my budget option was the fox thing that makes them cost less in the same way.
Yeah.
Gate Creeper Vine is another one I like. Is another one that tutors for a gate.
Yeah,
I got him. Elvish Reclaimer.
Yeah, the constant crop rotation.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing like Ancient Green Warden or like Ramanap or anything?
I wasn't running those originally. I mean, it would. You might not. You may not. I don't know. They're probably both decent.
I mean, if I was gonna run any Ancient Green Warden, might be the one that I play, but I don't know
I
how
still think
relevant it
I
is.
still think I was running just a generic seasons past
Yeah, that's
because I was still running a slight counterspell package and then a lot of board wipes that were one sided because the
well, I mean,
deck makes mana like no one's business. That's a Ruinous Ultimatum, Cyclonic Rift. Ruinous is the only one that might be sometimes hard to cast because you need the right land, but
well, I
with
mean,
the
if you're not playing the World Tree,
I am. Mm.
yeah, so it should be you just always tutor that and you have no problem. Uh, in Garuk's wake. Anything else?
It was Plague Winds.
Hmm.
I was running Aether Spouts just because sometimes if you're dangerous and people keep attacking you, it's just like another way to board wipe that doesn't hit you. And I still was running one Supreme Verdict just for the can't be countered board wipe. It's not the end of the world to kill a lot of my creatures because you put Kenrith back out, you just start reanimating them.
Balliged?
Oh, District Guide. Did we get District Guide?
No, Balliged?
Yeah, we can run Valiad. Yeah, it's Zur the Dawnwalker is the fox. I don't know if you want to run all of them, but I mean, it does. They do stack, so having like two of them makes things -4, which could matter. Um. Oh, I was still running Life from the Loam just because you still don't want to. If your lands do get dealt with, you just want ways to get them back.
Uh, hmm, these are
It's just like
better
it's your way to get your land back in case it gets blown up. If you're trying to combo with or win with, because Beast Within still hits Maze's End. Plus, when we have like Elmish Reclaimer and stuff, and crop rotation, and Scape Shift, I still like Life from the Loam. Maybe it gets a cut eventually, or maybe it does, but for it does kind of become a dead card if you don't have a thing to use it with.
Do you play Muldrotha?
No.
Why not?
Don't Guys kind of don't super need it. It's an expensive card that's a lot of manas.
I mean, in this deck, though.
And why not a lot of stuff goes into the graveyard. Like if it's cool, we hit it. If not, like a thing, most of our creatures our commander could just bring out and potentially could cost less depending on the creature.
Is this, you only play 13 creatures?
I don't. Yeah, that's because I run a lot of board wipes and Gates of Blaze is another one we run. Is another board wipe.
Yeah, I think I got that one already. Yeah.
Okay. Um, let's see what else did I have in here. Not that. Not that.
Yeah, see, this is like less of a like Gates deck and more of like a Gates control deck.
Yeah, that's kind of how I like it.
It's less of
Because
like a
like
landfall deck and more of like a like Gates
yeah, it
control.
has them as utilities to get your thing. Like I just remember, I think I had 39 lands in the deck. I forgot what else I ran. I think I just ran like I think I have like 6 or 7 of the triomes and then 4 basic lands. Oh, I did have the gate colossus in there, but I think I'm gonna cut them out for like more like answers or just something else.
Um. Okay, so
And then I think I did Dovin's Veto. just like that hard counter. I guess we're doing this build. We can run Teferi's Protection. I would want to get one for him.
Disallow?
Yeah, I think it's still just running straight counter spell too.
Well, might be able to get
Uh,
mana drain soon.
I was running what was it called? Counterflux. Counterflux is the one that makes them drain. It's the mirror. It's the negate that burns them.
Oh well, that's just
But
non-creature spells, right?
yeah, it's a negate that drains. Because I think it's still running negate too. Because I think the big thing we're going to worry about a lot of times is like spells or like counter spells at times for us trying to do what we want to do.
Well, then
Sublime Epiphany.
I'd rather play just like Arcane Denial and like
Arcane Denial's in there too.
Arcane Denial.
Sublime Epiphany.
Yeah,
That's still running.
Yeah. And then instead of running like negate, I'd probably rather do like Biomancer's Familiar.
Oh, I have that in there too. That's another one I ran.
No, not Familiar. What's the?
Oh, a Void Slime?
No, the other Disallow.
Void Slime.
No, that's the creature. Oh, is it Void
No,
Slime?
it's Void Slime.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then I mean you got to play interaction. So there's Assassin's Trophy.
I mean, with the board wipes and removal option, I didn't really need them, honestly.
I mean,
It's pretty easy to control the board. But I guess it's good they have at least a few target removal. I think I just had Beast Within currently.
Well, Assassin's Trophy's the best one, and then Anguished Unmaking. I mean, with all the mana, you could do Heliod's, but I just like the single. I like just Generous Gift and Beast Within. Or what about wait, hold on. Void's End? Is that what it's called? What is it called? Void Rend?
Void Rend. It destroys, can't be countered. I like a Void Rend.
Oh no, but it says non-land permanent, right? That's the only difference. Because he can't hit lands, right?
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I mean, with this package, why not play Archmage Emeritus? That seems good.
I mean, you could. We do have a lot of instant sorceries.
Yeah, Archmage and maybe like a Lithoform, or you definitely need another way to return. Maybe I don't know if it's a creature. I think you definitely want at least like Eternal Witness, like something you can reanimate with your commander and also use with Sublime Epiphany. And Eternal Witness is probably the cheapest cost. Well, the lowest mana cost is what I'm saying. You definitely still play Soul Ring. Are you playing Thought Vessel?
Yeah. That's right. I was running Felwar Stone, Arcane Signet, and Soul Ring as only mana rocks.
Not Decanter.
Oh yeah. Actually, no. Actually, I don't think I have Thought Vessel in there. So yeah, we'll put Decanter in.
And then what about like Chromatic Lantern instead of Felwar Stone?
Yeah, it's probably better.
One more mana for Everything is Everything seems a little more important. Okay. I mean, as far as like mana sources go, like this can put counters on things. Okay, well, we need to get the land base up for sure. How many lands did you at?
I think I had 39 or 40.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Is there anything else? I'm just trying to think of. What about like Whirlwind of Thought? Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you draw. What about that?
That's kind of nice. Just anything that keeps putting lands into our hand, you know.
Also, like, I think maybe Rashmi wouldn't be bad in this style of deck, right? Casting spells
True,
off
it's
your
a
turn.
land. True, it puts lands in your hand. I have an extra
And
Rashmi to
also,
throw.
it basically is like a once per turn Archmage Emeritus. In these kind of control decks where like you
Or
want to
or
untap lands.
or you're actually just casting something.
Hmm.
Oh, I was running Gretch Titchwillow was the other one.
Also, is it Lich Form good with like with mazes in? Like copying the ability, does that work? Would that put 2 gates in?
um read how it's worded.
What mazes in?
Yeah, except I forgot exactly how it's. Return means into its owner's hand. Yeah, so that's the cost. Then the effect goes in the stack. So
So then
you could
lithoforms.
copy it,
I mean, lithoform's probably
uh,
fine.
but that's also like that's a decent amount of mana to do that.
Lithoform is 2.
Is it is it two that activated triggered or activated
Yeah,
ability?
that's the low one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see. And then 3 to copy an instant. Also for an untapping deck, lithoform engine seems gas. So every turn, if you have a Seaborn Muse, like you can pay 2 to draw 2 instead of like
Hmm.
having to pay more, like reduce the
I have
cost.
a litho form somewhere.
I just love it in the like this style that like you're going for here. This seems like this is a card for that. And then what was the other one you said? Oh, Titchwillow, I like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, the Thrasios. Um, I like that. Yes, just being able to draw seems good, and it works with all the mana activated reducers. Yeah. So we got to get the lands up.
So
I don't even know if this like I'm gonna be honest for a second. I don't even know if this has to be a deck that plays an ass load of lands. I don't know if this has to be a 39 lands deck. Because yes, you're a landfall deck, but like you have a lot more going on. And if this is your land base, like it's all guild gates and just
and
MDFCs
remember,
and control, you
and a
don't
lot of the new ones are also choice of colors, so you could really set up a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
better with.
they're all dual lands, and then you get to choose what you don't have. So if like this is your land base, and we just up it a little bit and put some more utility, like like I'm not. Should I put Reliquary Tower in?
Oh yeah, I had Reliquary in there.
Like I'm saying, I don't know if this is the way that you've built this. I don't think this is a 39 lands deck, Derek. You don't get a lot of value out of landfall. You're
Well,
playing. You're playing.
you want the mana because we have a lot of ways to put lands into
Right,
play.
right,
Is
right.
the idea. So that's like having a lot in our hand because if we don't hit a lot of land drops and we're just hitting a lot of utility, then the things that put lands into play get
Right.
progressively a lot worse.
So I think if we play up on the spectrum, but not into the 40 range, like I'm thinking like 37 maybe. I don't know if this goes all the way to 39 because I like this isn't a deck that gets value out of playing multiple lands a turn. This is more of like a I'm going to play my maybe once or land twice a turn or something like that. Also like is this an Alchemist Refuge deck? Right? You think maybe?
What's that one?
The one that gives
The
your stuff flash to land?
um
It's just the Simic to activate. Hold on.
yeah, it's a Simic to activate.
Alchemist.
I think I also have a Venzer in the deck, the bounce Venzer.
This? What do you think?
It wouldn't be terrible.
I mean, if you're untapping lands, like it lets you play everything in your deck. This is a card that I play. So I think of it in the concept of how I play my Rubina deck, right? Where like the entire deck is built off playing Seaborn Muse.
See, mine's less built off playing Seaborn Muse and just if I get it, it's a good use. It makes the deck
Right.
go bonkers. It makes it go to the
Also,
moon.
where's so yeah, we're definitely gonna up the land count. I have Command Tower. I have Exotic Orchard.
Like I said, I think the other things I was playing just to fill it in were
Do you remember which triumphs you chose? It doesn't look
um
like. I mean, it's still heavy Simic. We're still like balls in on Simic pretty much.
oh yeah, I have the Foil Alchemist Refuge right here. I think the ones I had actually I think I had one of each of the brand new ones, and then it was the the Jeskai one and the Junk one were the other two the two old ones I had. So they were all like the jet mirrors and blah blah blah. But
You didn't
thing is,
have
do
the
we
you
want
didn't
to?
have Ketria? What are you saying? Do you even want to play the
Well, no, I don't know because I also could run like I have a whole bunch of the another card I ran reflection pool,
Oh yeah, reflect. Yeah. Yeah.
reflecting pool
Yeah, obviously. Well,
because that's
obviously
super good in this.
those are all good if you want to play them, but it depends on what kind of money you want to put out for your lands.
Well, reflecting pool is not cheap. It's pretty cheap now,
Well, yeah, because of the reprint, yes. It's
and
not $20
I
anymore.
pulled one, so I
Yeah.
have it to use. Now I have a few of the other the
Are you playing any more MDFCs? Is it just these two, you think?
It's funny because I originally wasn't. I didn't. I think Battle Again was the one I technically was running. There's
I feel
the
like this is worth it.
yeah. No, I like Seagate.
Without like a way to yeah, I feel like Seagate is this kind of deck is definitely a Seagate restoration deck. Also, if it were me, like I might run one more mana doubler.
Oh, I
I don't
think if there's a mana reflection in there
I
currently.
well yeah, but that would be an Nyx Ancient, right?
Uh, Probably. Yeah, I
Yeah,
still
for
like
one
mana
extra
reflection
mana.
because Gone Gate because of how mana reflection is worded will generate more than Zendikar will
So
because it just will
so
make.
does this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we're
Yeah.
doing another mana doubler, I want mana reflections,
Yes, I agree with you. I think mana reflection always works well with landfall decks.
especially with because Boulder's Gate is like our go-to,
Mhm.
and being able to go Boulder's Gate tapped for like 6 mana that will either go to like 18 or 12.
Okay, so
It's
you're running
bonkers.
triomes, but I don't think if I look up triomes, are they going to come up? No, see, these are the only ones that come up.
Yeah, so I think I have Indaltha, Syria, and
You see, I
the
feel like
Witchery.
you should be playing Ketria.
That's just the only one I don't have. But then again, like I could also run the Battle Bond lands because I have a whole bunch of those too.
Would you rather play those?
Because like how often the thing is like so it's a trade off. They enter tapped, which kind of sucks. But so unless I have
But think of how many ways you have to get your world tree. Like the concept of that, right?
yeah. So it's not like I'm super worried about colors. And honestly, if you look at our color pool, we're mostly Simic with a little flashes of color.
I
The
also
most
think
expensive card in here, the cast is Ruinous Ultimatum.
you definitely need to play this. You need to play Yavimaya. You're mostly green. 100% you need to make everything a green land. Yavimaya is the one I want you to play.
So yeah, what if we just run like yeah? So what if we just run the Battle Bond style lands?
Yeah, we could do that. So we're at 30 plus 2 right now. So let's at least get it to 37. I would say.
So,
37 or 38.
Rejuvenating Spring is the one we want to go with.
Yes, the Simic one first, yes. And then it's looking like Sultai. Well, no, there's some black over here, a little bit of red.
The most I think the highest costing thing is 3 green and 3 white is actually our highest, and 3 blue. There's only a splash of black for some board wipes, so black's not super important. So
And this is
maybe
kind of also white, so.
where did I put them? I have. I put them back here. I just want to see which ones I had floating around. So I had Bountiful Promenade, Trading Center, Spiregar, Morphic Pool, Sea of Clouds, and Luxury Suite are the ones I have
We
currently.
should probably just play all the green ones, right?
So it'd be Spire Garden. Bountiful Promenade.
That was
I kind of want to run a Sea of Clouds because the blue for the draw stuff and white for my commander because I still want to be able to play him.
Yes.
Um,
The rest of the green ones still though. It's the green black.
So
one.
then the green black one is Undergrowth Stadium.
Well, I mean, you'd probably be playing Shocklands, but these are more budget, I guess.
well, not would I though? Because like
Yeah,
I don't
I
have a
mean,
way
I
to
guess
effectively tutor for them
I guess these are just better.
because I'm not running your generic like tutor for whatever. So these just enter untapped 2 lands, $2.
Yeah, and you don't. Yes, exactly. You don't have to pay the
And the
life.
only reason I was playing Triomes originally is because like I do have Amulet, but like Amulet isn't a go-to find, and then sometimes like if I don't draw it, like I'll never play it for the whole game basically.
Are there any lands we're missing? Do you want me to put? Oh, we got Reliquary Tower.
So what do we have to now with those added?
Did you play any like draw, like a blue sun or like a
Oh, I had a
probably
blue sun.
I
I did have a blue sun in
I
for
think
like mana dumping.
I think blue sun is probably better for you than Genesis Wave because we're going up on instant. Like we're playing a lot of instants and
Yeah.
sorceries.
So I think that's the only one. Because thing is, I have landfall draws. A lot of the draw cast spells to put lands into play. Kenrith is a draw spell, and Rhystic Study.
We're at
And it's
30.
actually really
We're at
easy.
37 right now, so I think that might be good, honestly.
I
Because
think so.
I
Yeah.
think just playing on the higher spectrum is fine because you're still going to see a lot of lands, especially since like we're not doing like I mean the deck does a moderate amount of fetching, I guess. But
It does actually a lot.
it only
Like
needs to
I shuffle the deck a bazillion times already.
it only needs to cut 4. So do we want to play all 3 of these? You
So
think?
here's so I was using the two of them because it's a budget training center. But then again, like his highest activated ability is 4, so you only need 2 to
And
get
this is
his
a lot
full
better.
reduction.
And this is a
That
lot.
is the best one because it's the cheaper one.
Also works with
Uh,
this, and I actually like Lithoform a lot because you could play like
yeah,
Hour Promise and copy it, and then get to draw
yeah.
Farseer
Actually, I
Ranger.
like that too.
Yeah.
I think because hmm. So, huh.
Do you want to play them all?
I don't know. I still kind of like I like more because I want to see them because I want to be
No,
able to
yeah, it's fine.
activate Kenrith.
We only have one generic tutor. I mean, we could go up on this, but
Mm,
that's up to you. Like, you could just play more
mm.
generic tutors. Like, you could play Grim Tutor and stuff like that to like see more cards that you're looking for. You know, like if you wanted this to be a Grim Tutor instead of like Open the Gates or.
But the Gates theme, the Gates.
I know, but it still finds gates. It just doesn't have gates on it.
Yeah, true. Well, Open the Gates is 1 mana tutor. Like unless I'm playing a Vamp tutor to do the same
Right.
thing
It is to
to put on
it is to
the hand.
hand. I mean, you could play Vamp Tutor, but that's up to you. I was just
Nah,
naming one that's more budget. I would pay two
no,
mana. I would pay 2 extra mana to be able to tutor any card from my deck.
it's true because sometimes you want to find stuff. I just don't think I have an extra Grim tutor.
Right. This is just this isn't just you. This is like how would we would do the best version of like what you're trying to do right now, which I think Grim Tutor is definitely the answer. Because for these generic ones, like being able to find like your
Yeah.
Tatiova over just finding like your Maze's End or something. Error in the program.
How about you don't, computer?
Okay, there we go. Okay, so so you want to play all 3 of them? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay, so I don't think we really touch the creatures. I think that this is too good. Like having a couple of extra land drops, so you're only playing 2 of them, which I think is fine. Because you don't get a lot of value out of extra land drops, really, generically, because you're not really a landfall deck. But I think having one that fixes your mana and gives you an extra land, and then the other one that's like the best one you could play. I do agree that the ones that let you draw might be a little bit better for this version that we're playing, considering that we're playing like Rashmi, Whirlwind. It's kind of like a landfall deck mixed with like instant and sorceries, you know? And like I guess Genesis Wave is good in theory,
But we
but
have a lot of instant sorceries that could miss.
right, but if we put enough into it playing 2 mana doublers, right? I feel like Genesis Wave is good in theory, right?
Uh, I guess it could be. I mean, it's not terrible. Gen Wave is still Gen Wave. It's still good.
I mean, even though it's still got like I don't know, man.
It's 5 colors, so you can do whatever you want.
Where did it go? Did I not? Where did it go? Oh, there. It can go into the maybe for now.
Because I do like the big draws and having a big hand.
Yeah. Did you not like, what's that, like, isn't there like a red blue one? Or are none of the ultimatums good too?
Um, there's the one that puts permanents in the play, or you draw the cards. The one that lets you cast 3 monocolored things. Um,
Okay.
which probably isn't the worst, but maybe we don't super need it.
I mean, I guess because you have one, but you know, this is the kind of deck that you would play this to.
Yeah, and it's honestly not as expensive as some of the other cards. Like, it's up there, but it's still not terribly like
We could probably
crazy.
cut one of the removal. Do we keep an uncounterable spell or one of these that can hit anything?
I do hitting lands though comes so rarely with Beast Within and those. So 9 times it goes permanent face. So I like Void
Which
Rend.
right, which means that
I think we cut that one because
the green is more important. Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. So now we got 3 cards to cut. Not touching the lands. This is good because it can keep getting lands, even though it might kind of whiff because you know we're only playing like 35 or something, right?
But then it's also great if you go a Nylea's Intervention 0 dump.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got a lot of lands in your hand.
Yes. Okay, so
Well, if we are going more in the tutor route, maybe we don't need like District Guide because it is a little bit later in the game. It just gets a gate to hand. And I like the other one just because it does the creepers a 2-drop, so it hits it really early.
yes. Is Mises End a gate? It's not.
No, it is not.
Okay. 102.
I also forgot we have Assassin's Trophy is another thing that hits permanents.
Yeah. That's why I said and Anguish Unmaking. But that doesn't, you know, that
Yeah, maybe we don't need Anguish on Unmaking if we have all that. Oh, you have to go. It's not Double Masters, yeah.
God damn it. Okay, so why is everything hard?
What I'm saying is, maybe we don't need Anguish Unmaking anymore.
Uh
And we have a lot of removal and counter and a lot of board wipes.
I think I'd probably like prefer to bump one board wipe because now we have the 2 generic tutors, so we can find those basically play the role as it can be a board wipe and then keep the interaction because this is that kind of deck where like we just don't want anything to happen and we're just slow rolling getting our lands and making their life hell and getting value off of playing things.
We currently have,
Basically protect the king.
yeah. Well, we don't even need to protect the king because if he dies and they waste their mana on it, it's
Which
cool. We'll tap Baldur's Gate and make like 9 mana.
and I guess this is the worst one, right?
But that one's really cool because we could dodge it by buffing our commander, which actually happened. Where I hit it and I buffed Kenrith and I had 2 mana floating. So if someone tried to ping him for one, someone had a Mayhem Devil. So if they tried to ping him for 1 damage in response, I could dump a counter on him to keep him alive.
Maybe this isn't a escape shift deck anymore. You think?
Yeah, I guess because I was running a lot more other lands with Scape Shift to sack out. Which if we're not running as many, then maybe we don't need
I mean,
Scape
like
Shift.
we have the Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You counted a guild
8.
gate.
No, this wasn't a guild gate.
No, but you counted the Simic guild gate.
Did I? Okay, well, 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10,
10.
11, 12, 13 other lands. See, but you're going to have this problem because you don't even have the other 10 guild gates in your deck right now, right?
No, I do.
Oh, you do? You have 20?
I have all the guild gates except the Basilisk one because it was from a commander deck, and I didn't grab that one. It wasn't a one because I think I bought them on pre-release or pre-order.
So then maybe
Pre-sale price.
Supreme Verdict is the...
Oh, but that can't be countered though. It's so juicy. Maybe Plague Winds just because it's the most expensive. It's 9 mana.
But it doesn't hit stuff that...
And it's only creatures. Because at least in Garruk's Wake also hits Planeswalkers.
Right, but... we only play 16 creatures.
And we also, our commander's Kenrith.
Yeah.
So we just reanimate them. If we really care.
One more card. Are we still keeping this with 13 extra lands? And 2 MDFC?
So here's my thing. A lot of time we're going to be tutoring for a lot of the gates in the play. So we're usually probably going to have 1 to 2 non-gate lands in play. Unless we draw really awkwardly. So maybe it's not like super relevant because we have so many new tutors. And we also have now like hard generic tutors that we need. So like Scapeshift was the way to get Maze's End. If we really needed it. But if we're playing generic tutor with like Grim and
I also think the generic tutors are just better.
Well, obviously, because they get whatever you want.
And you don't care about the mass landfall in this deck. You just want to get the guilds into play. But yeah, this looks more... This is a Derek deck if I've ever seen it.
Yeah.